Jai Hind and welcome to Team MND The Futurists. And today's analysis focuses on the impact of this ongoing tariff war on India. Following a global shakeup, we witnessed Black Monday, a market bloodbath that was in many ways inevitable given the scale of international developments. So today we are green. So I will not try to sensationalize all the information, but will keep it brief and simple. So let's deep dive. Before that, do subscribe to our channel. Now, the recent United States tariffs, including a 10% baseline tariff on all countries and a specific 27% tariff on India imports effective April 9, 2025, are poised to influence the Indian market, particularly in the oil, gas, and agricultural sectors. However, the impacts are nuanced, with some sectors insulated and others facing challenges, leading to a mixed outlook rather than a uniform slowdown. So, I am doing this my own personal analysis based on the current trends. Now, when we take on the oil and gas sector, India heavily reliant on imported oil. About 85% of its needs benefits from certain exemptions in the US tariff structure. Energy commodities like crude oil and gas have been excluded from the sweeping tariffs, providing relief to India's $9 billion energy export market to the US. Now, this exemption minimizes direct pressures on India's oil and gas trade with the US, where imports from the US are minimal due to high freight costs anyway. Now, however, the broader global trade war sparked by these tariffs has led to a significant drop in crude oil prices. Brent crude fell below $65 per barrel recently, hitting a 4-year low and amid fears of reduced global demand and increased OPEC supply. For India, lower oil prices are a double-edged sword. So, what is the positive impact? Certainly, reduced import costs ease pressure on the current account deficit, estimated at 30 basis points per 10% oil price hike, and consumer inflation, that's 40 basis points per 10% hike. Now, downstream, oil companies like Indian Oil Corporation and BPCL and HPCL could see improved margins if the government allows these savings to pass through, though price control might limit gains. Let's also see the negative impact upstream. Companies like ONGC and oil may face revenue declines due to lower global prices. Additionally, if US tariffs slow global economic growth, oil demand could weaken future, indirectly affecting India's export oriented refining sector. Now, overall, the oil and gas sector is unlikely to face severe disruptions from the tariffs directly, and lower oil prices could cushion India's economy, supporting the view that growth may not be heavily impacted here. Now, let's see the agricultural sector. Now, this sector, employing a significant portion of India's workforce, faces more direct challenges. United States tariffs of 27% on Indian imports hit key agro products like vegetables, honey, rice, prawns, shrimps, and essential oils, items previously enjoying a low or no duties. Now, this affects India's $2.58 billion seafood and meat export market to the US alongside other commodities, potentially reducing export revenues and impacting rural livelihood. Now, competitors like Bangladesh, China, Vietnam face higher tariffs. Example, 46% on Vietnam, which might give India a relative edge, but the overall trade war could shrink global demand, offsetting this advantage. Now, what is the flip side? Some agricultural exports like basmati rice may benefit from higher tariffs on competitors, offering a chance to capture market share. Now, India's consideration of lowering import duties on US apples, almonds, and walnuts, currently up to 120%, could flood domestic markets with cheaper US produce, pressuring local farmers but benefiting consumers and potentially easing the trade tensions. Now, the net effect is a slowdown in agro export growth, though strategic adjustments, example diversifying markets of or fast tracking a bilateral trade agreement with the US, could mitigate losses, and we are expecting some trade deals to be done in October. Now, broader market and economic growth, when we see the prediction seems very clear, the Indian market responses to these tariffs reflect both resilience and even vulnerability. Stock market, the Sensex and Nifty crashed over 5% recently, with metals, financials and trade exposed sectors like textiles and electronics hit hard. The rupee weakened to 85.69 per USD, signaling capital outflows. However, India's relatively lower 27% tariff versus 34% of China or 46% on Vietnam has calmed markets somewhat, suggesting a competitive edge. Now, when you see the growth outlook, government officials project India's GDP growth at 6.3% to 6.8% for the year 2025-26 if oil prices stay below $70 per barrel. Now, despite global disruptions, private economists, however, have lowered forecasts citing trade war fallout. Goldman Sachs suggests India may have passed its worst slowdown phase, but tariffs raise inflation and growth risks. Now, the notion that India's oil, gas, and agro based market will remain unaffected is partially true but oversimplified. The oil and gas sector benefits from tariff exemptions and falling prices, potentially softening economic strain. However, agro faces export hurdles and the broader market contends with volatility and reduced global demand. Now, growth may slow but not drastically, as India's domestic consumption, IT services, largely tariff immune, and pharma exemptions provide buffers. So, the strategic trade and negotiations and market diversification will be key to navigating this turbulence, aligning with expectations of moderated rather than stalled growth. That's all from our side in this story. I hope you have found this video informative. I'll make a deeper and a detailed analysis on this story very soon. Do subscribe and share our video. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.